Hello chaps, how are we all doing today? It's John with you again, and what am I doing? I'm doing an update on this the Zvezda 135th scale Russian fire support vehicle. It's called the Terminator. I'll be back. Terminator, and it's an absolutely fabulous kit. I have stage 1 done. It's the construction of it is ready. It's finished. I have it all ready now, and I got to do some masking up for painting, because I've already done the tracks and things, because you do sort of a bit of assembly, then do a little bit of painting on it. So I have the bottom sort of section done, so I can mask away anything that I've done, and I can just get the top of it sprayed up. Couple of little things to talk about before I get stuck into it, shall we say? A little bit of overall what I thought of the kit. An absolutely fabulous kit. It really is. It's well up there with any of the top manufacturers. And this kit is available for a fraction of the cost. The detail is absolutely brilliant on it. The fit is excellent. Couldn't fault the fit. No fit issues. Everything just went together really nice. I had one or two little mishaps. They were down to, myself really. One of the mirrors, the little stalks on the mirror snapped when I was getting it off the sprue, but they are very fine anyway. So all I did was I just kind of drilled in a bit and replaced it with a bit of wire. And when you see it now in a second, you'll see it's actually quite nice. I had another little mishap around the back of it. One of the pieces broke on when I was same idea when I was getting it off the sprue. One of the mesh pieces at the back, but it glued together perfect right at the snap, so I had no problems there. So you wouldn't know really that I could have not told you, and you wouldn't have known. I drilled out the barrels on the gun. That was one thing that I did think that sort of kind of needs to be done. If you're thinking of doing this kit, you wouldn't want to get yourself if you don't have a little drill bit, get one to drill out the tips of the barrels. But apart from that, it was absolutely fabulous. It really was. So I'll just change the angle. I have a coffee again, but I've got a sippy cup lid, so I can't spill it. And my computer's over there. Where are we? Computer's over that way. So no danger of spilling it. So I'm going to put my coffee over to that side, far away enough. Once bitten, twice shy, as we say. So for all you styrene junkies, let's have our fix of plastic goodness. Okay, so like I said, this thing squeaks a bit. The camera squeaks a bit. My turntable squeaks a bit. So don't come back and tell me, hey, camera's a bit squeaky. I know. It's squeaky. So we'll just change the angle of this, and we'll have a look down at the bench. Right now, this is going to spring back up again, so I got to kind of get an angle that is suitable for looking at it. Now, once I get it in there, I can move it around then to suit the audience. Right. Like I said, the construction is done on it. And as you can see from there, the barrel tips have been drilled out. The gun is movable, uppable and downable. The turret is rotatable. So there's loads of ubbles in it. You've got rotatables, uppables, downables, shooty things, rockety things, grenade launchers here at the side. Absolutely fabulous. It's really brilliant. It really is. I'd say it's an awesome vehicle in reality. But kit wise, it's a lovely kit to make. It really is. Each time you do a piece, you say to yourself, oh, that's nice, that fits in nice, and everything else. The mesh is here on the back. And I just get a little pointy stick. That mesh, it's a kind of a nylon mesh that comes with it. You get two sheets. You get the really fine stuff here, and you get the slightly thicker one. It was one of these grills here at the back that I broke in getting it off the sprue. But like I said, it glued back again perfectly. We'll hold her up there for our last little, a bit closer up view of it, so you can get to see the detail on this. It is absolutely gorgeous. It really, really is. At the back there, as you can see, I made tow cables, picture hanging wire, and made 2 tow cables from that. They fitted in perfectly. I had no problems with them. We got more of that mesh gridding stuff in here behind that. And like I said, for painting, they had you fitting on the turret and gluing it up. You're gluing another ring on it so you can't take the turret off. I've decided not to put that on. It's not going to come off. You gotta pop it off like that. But at least now, by popping it off, I can get out all these little areas for painting and stuff. And as you can see from the from popping it off there, how beautifully detailed and all these little bits and pieces are, and it really, really is nice. And they're all individual pieces. They're not glued on. They're not sort of pre-molded on or anything like that. You got a lot of these things already pre-molded on, like hatch covers and things like that. They were all pre-molded on. But a lot of the assembly you do have to do yourself. The lights and things, a bit of masking on them, and I'll be away in a hack. As you can see, there's the mirror that I had to replace with a bit of wire, because they're very, very fine plastic, very, very fine indeed. And that isn't the fault of the manufacturer. It's the fault of me. But it really is beautiful. It really, really is very, very, very nice. Lovely kit indeed. I'd recommend it to anybody. You can say these kind of things at the end when you have it constructed and all the construction work is done, because as far as the manufacturer goes, this is about as far as they get to. Once you've the model constructed, that's up. That's down to them, as in fit, how things go together, stuff like that. So proof is in the pudding. There she is, an absolutely beautiful, beautiful kit. And as I said from the first update, those tracks are a dream to put together. They really, really are. They're lovely. Absolutely beautiful. So, next step for me is a small bit of masking on the lights, some of the vision ports, and basically the bottom here. I can slip in a bit of paper in there while I'm spraying, because I don't have to spray the bottom of it. I have it already done, and the back has to be sprayed as well. So I just have to mask off the bit of work that I've already done and some of the glass bits. Some of them are already masked off. I did it while I was constructing, because it was easier to do while I was constructing. As you can see, there's sort of vision ports here. I've got blue in behind them. Same with this one up here. And there's one up there had to be silver inside, so you paint the inside of it silver. So that was all done during the assembly, should I say, so pre-painting. So I'll just put a masking tape over that, or I might even use the bit of blue tack. Blue tack works wonders as well. So the next step for me, like I said, is get this all masked up, and I can start spraying it. And for spraying it, like I said, I'm going for my version of this camo scheme. Well, I won't be copying it exact, but I'll get it close enough, Nothing is exact, shall we say, but that's the scheme I'm going for. This bottom one, Simon is going for this one. Well, he says he's going for this one. It might change once he starts trying to mask up that. I can imagine trying to mask that up for this, because I did the T90 in that scheme, and shall we say, the masking was not easy for it. It was not easy at all. Once it was masked, it was beautiful. I got a lovely finish on it and all that. But I could imagine trying to mask this with all the little ups and downs. So I'm going to freehand camouflage that. So I'm going to enjoy that. It's going to be fun, shall we say? That's going to be fun. So the construction, like I said, is done, and without shadow of a doubt, I would definitely definitely recommend this kit for anybody. Really, really would. We just have a kind of a closer look at the box in case you see the box. Another look at the box again. If you see it sort of advertised in your local shop or online or anything, I do recommend buying this one. Okay, so we leave it at that, lads. This is enough said. The construction is done, painting next, and hopefully by next week, middle of next week maybe, I'll have it all finished up and the stand, little base for it and everything else. Won't be doing a dial, but I'll be doing a little display-ish type base. I have a dot of wood there that I can get all ready for it, and I'll make it up nice. So we'll leave it at that, lads. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you have not already subscribed. If you have subscribed, thank you very, very much. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate all your kind words and things that people put in the comments box. And if you have anything to say to me, stick in the comments box. I'll get back to you. And, you know, any questions, or you just want to say, oh, you're a great chap, John. I am. Well, you know, I know I am. But anyway, thank you very, very much for taking your time out. And like I always say, don't forget, go out and buy yourself a kit. Build it. Enjoy it. This is John signing off, and I'll talk to you next week. Stay safe, lads. Good luck.